Because you're gonna lose faith, and
You
you're
lose
the
faith.
people
Yes, yes,
follow me like this,
yeah,
and
and
I'm
that is sad too
yeah.
because some people they do that. I think because and put the pastor and leaders up on pedestals so they can say, "You can't, but I can,"
Mm,
because of who you are. But in God's eyesight, we all the same. He don't see us as pastors, leaders, or lay people. He see us as children, and we all have the same issues. We have the same flesh. We all go through, the same trials. But we changes that. The people changes that, and I think that's just a way of an escape. That's
mm.
why people like to do it that way.
Yeah, and it's almost like, the children of Israel, or like I think it was the children of Israel. They're always wanting to have an idol. They're always wanting to
Yeah,
have an
right.
idol. They
Mm-hmm.
want a calf. They want a golden calf.
Yeah,
And
that's
now, still in our hearts today, we want to put the pastor on a
we
pedestal,
want
and
to
he
put
can't
him
do
up.
no wrong, and he can't struggle, and he can't share with us.
Yeah.
When really, like, if you have good leadership, like we have here, you guys,
Mm-hmm.
when you guys are transparent, it's almost like paving the way for the
Yes,
rest of the
to be
leadership or people that you're mentoring to come to say,
to be
oh,
the
if
same
she
way.
can be transparent, let me get this off my chest too,
Right.
because she can do it, and she is doing it. She's humbling herself, or he
Mm-hmm.
is humbling himself and saying, I mean, certain things I'm sure it needs to be in private, but you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying,
On the
with
average, yeah.
somebody that you have a close connection that can help you, accountability partners or whatever. But in general, with somebody like saying this, I might have been walking in pride in this.
Mm-hmm.
It's a relief to
Yeah.
me to
Right.
hear, because I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
I'm all right.
No,
You
it's
know what
just
I mean?
it's not me all the
Yeah,
time.
let me be open and transparent
Yeah. And
now. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because we should be, and it makes it to where we have open communication with each other, so we're all able to talk about what we struggle with
Right.
instead of holding it in. And that's when it starts building and turns and evolves into something that is much worse than it would have been had we not dealt with it
Yeah.
earlier on.
More than we can handle.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a very good point. When leaders are transparent with what they struggle with, it helps the people grow.
Mm-hmm.
It's a growth for everybody. But when leaders don't want to be transparent to those that they're leading, then they put up a wall and they really put themselves on that pedestal
Mm.
because they saying because they never talk about it. People just automatically say, "Well, it's so easy for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so easy for you," and the leader is like,
Yeah. If you only knew.
right? If you only knew. So I don't think that's a good leader. I think all leaders should be transparent to the point of letting people know that yeah, I'm going through too because the word said we all. And
Jesus was tempted.
yeah,
You know what I
and when
mean? Why
you
wouldn't we?
realize your leader goes through, then you more to me, it's easier to follow. You want to follow them
Right.
because if they being transparent and then you can see the change in them, then I know I can change.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. The humility, the
yeah,
level of humility is really what does it for me. Like, oh my gosh, it's refreshing.
yeah.
It's
It
not that I
is
want to see them be human or see them be fall in any
right.
type of way. It's more like it's an open door for me to be able to come to them, or come up with the things that I struggle with, and not be so ashamed and hold it in and not want to talk about
Yeah,
it. And then it grows into something that it shouldn't.
yeah.
But yeah, people always want a golden calf, don't they?
They really do. And that scene when you say that remind me of people always want to send the leader to the top. They want to send a leader to the top, just like they want no more. The Lord said, "Everybody come up here,
Mhm.
come up." No, Moses, can you go for us, please, please, Moses, please. Moses goes up and stay 40 days. What happened to that Moses? Then they built the calf.
Then they built the calf. We need a leader. Our
See,
leader is gone.
our leader is gone. We need
Hmm.
another leader, and we need something to worship. How
Hmm.
come you don't worship that mountain? The Lord you heard His voice.
Hmm.
Say, come up the mountain. Why don't you worship the mountain? It would have made more sense than you actually asking everybody for their. If I was there, I'm like, I'm not giving up my earrings.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not giving up my earrings instead of asking everybody for their gold and make a golden calf.
Yeah, it's
Right.
shocking that you would think that people would even do that, but then, when you're in the moment, I'm sure.
And that's a part of the flesh.
Hmm.
It's like what the flesh needs. I'm having it. I want it. I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna wait 41 days.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting that calf because I need this. So that's a part of that. When the flesh won't, the flesh gets,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to be no flesh. You're not getting this.
Right.
What you think about that?
Yeah. And oh, back to the thing where you said it's not the devil, it's our own flesh. And it's like the devil knows what to throw our way
Oh
because he
yes,
knows our flesh and he
Ex-
knows what we all struggle with too, even though we're fighting. It's like we're fighting, not only are we fighting our flesh, we're also fighting what he's sending our way that he knows
well, because he's going to tempt the flesh.
is going to
That's
tempt
what
the
it's about.
flesh. Yeah.
It's his tempting the flesh, and we know God do not tempt us.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, especially in just say for instance, sexual immorality for a woman, and here this guy come, and he gives her all this attention, you know, and he's married, and she knows he's married. Now she would say the devil made him come. But you, your flesh, just because he's a handsome guy and he's giving you all this attention and all this, you have to fight the flesh of that and say no, because I'm gonna walk in the spirit. I'm not, number one, I know he's married. Number two, I'm not gonna just because he's handsome, I'm not gonna let the sweet nothings and all that just turn my head from what I actually know. That's fighting the flesh,
Mm-hmm.
and we will have people to actually fall into it. Well, the devil tempted me. Yeah, you're right. The devil tempted you, but what did you do?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't fight. You have to fight the flesh.
Yeah.
You have
You
to.
went for it.
You what? Yeah, you
Yeah.
yeah.
And then I think a lot of times people, especially people in the world that don't have the spirit to even contend with that, right? They don't
Yes.
even have the weapons to fight against it.